Now, Michael Schumacher got pole in the 2003 Austrian Grand Prix. Yeah, this lap. So I figured it would be fitting to take that lap on. Now granted, the track limits were somewhat questionable in that one, and of course I would like to not have the massive snap Michael had up towards turn 2 or turn 3, but that aside, we're going to try and hopefully do our own take and have a nice clean lap. So for this one, I am running a default setup to start with. Now in 2003 they would qualify with their race fuel, so in that race, Michael actually, I believe, put on lap 23. The time he set was a 1 minute 9 or 109 point, I believe, 1. So we're going to try and see if we can beat that time with the race fuel. Now, I might beat it on my first attempt because I haven't even checked what the default fuel is with this car. All I'm going to do is just basically make a few adjustments, like brake bias for this first lap, and just see what the baseline looks like. And we'll take it from there and try to level it up. So hopefully we look forward to it. I'm really looking forward to this one myself personally. It's one of my favourite pole laps, and hopefully we can make it close and competitive. Anyway, V10 goodness. Let's have a little listen. Oh my god, the understeer. These cars are so different compared to modern F1. It's night and day. Turn 3. I would love it if I could get a rear lock and get away with it through there, but I don't think it's going to happen. Anyway, let the V10 keep singing away as we head down towards turn 4. Second gear corner, traction control does all the work for us on the exit, so we don't have to worry about getting the power down. There we go, nicely done through these lefts. Let the car work away. That felt quite nice on the downforce level. 2 corners to go. 1 minute 09 to beat. Oh, that's wide. Turned in a bit too late there. Missed my turning point. Final corner. And then we open it up as we head to the line. It's going to be close already. 1 minute 10.3. So 1.2 seconds off. But now we're going to make some adjustments and hopefully fine-tune the car. We're going to bring the gearbox down a little bit to 322 and see how that works. For tyres, we're going to throw some soft tyres on, and we're going to just up the pressures all round by a couple of clicks. For the fuel, we have 50 litres, enough for 14.1 laps. So we're going to have to up that to about 24 estimated laps. This is going to be quite a big difference. There we go, 85 litres now in the car. I'm happy with the traction control as is. We are going to go down on the rear wing quite a bit, and we're going to put the front wing up by a click. So quite a big change there, which will make a big difference in terms of lap time. We're also going to get the camber set up more aggressively, and also the toe as well, especially try and sort that out a little bit. On the rear as well, we're going to just make sure we get that a bit more fine-tuned. And elsewhere, what I'm going to do is adjust brake bias and also ride height. Fairly flat track, so we'll go for 2 ride height on the front, and we'll go for 10 on the rear, and we'll see how the car responds. Right then, let's get to it, shall we? Delta bar ready to go. Let's see if this setup makes any difference in terms of lap time. Obviously we have to try and go quicker whilst running a lot more fuel, so let's find out if this is going to work or not. Turn 1. Oh, all crossed up, all sideways there. Back end got loose, but look at that. We've already gained 3/10 because last time we had so much understeer. We completely ruined our own exit. Now towards the top of the hill, up we go into the hairpin. Just throw the car in and trust the grip. This looks good. Could potentially be on course to beat the lap already here, because there's a bit of time to find at the penultimate corner. Yeah, we'll take it. Lost a little bit on the exit through there at turn 4. Back end's a bit lively with that wing difference that we're running. Actually lost a little bit of time through the middle part of the lap. But this is where the time is. Our rears are getting very hot. The softs are not hanging on. But there is the time difference. Final corner. Oh my god, the rears are just completely overheating. It's not quite going to be enough. Lost the tyres a little bit. 1 minute 09.4, which puts us 3/10 away. So we'll try and hopefully sort out those tyres and go again. Now, happy with the gearbox and the gears. Those felt pretty good. Tyres, we're going to have to up these rear pressures by a little bit. I'm going to put the fronts up by 1, but the rears up by 3. The fuel, we can actually go down a little bit because the wing adjustment has updated our fuel quantity, so we'll gain a little bit of time there with that. And I'll leave the wings the same for now. I'm happy to stick with that for the time being, and I'm actually going to take a little bit out of the rear again because of the overheating. I want to try and manage those rear tyres a little bit. So for now, I'm only going to bring the diff coast down to 20%. The bias, I'm going to try 52 and see how that goes. And then really, at this point, all I can do here is I'm going to drop the rear roll bar to 1. I'll leave the front on 5. I want to try and get the front a bit sharper to turn in a bit more. So we'll up the wheel rate, we'll lower it on the rear. And I'm also going to put the ride height to 1 on the front. And I'm going to go 5 on the rear and see if we can get away with that. I think I've got to just take the outlap a little bit slower because even now, literally at the end of the outlap, the right rear is already getting pretty damn warm. So that's a bit of an issue. Anyway, we'll go again and we'll try it. And hopefully this time, beat the time. 3/10 to be found. We can certainly do that. There we go. Nice clean turn 1 for the first time. Got the run all the way through there, and we're already 2/10 up as we now head towards turn 2, turn 3. Into the hairpin, taking a bit of a different line to try and set the exit up a bit better this time. Didn't really make much difference as we now head towards turn 4. I feel like a brake later, but I just don't trust the downforce entirely on the car. We do gain a bit on the exit. This is where we lost time on the last lap. That's a bit wide through there. Just didn't quite get the front into the corner. Good carry of speed through there. That's giving us a big chunk of time. This is going to get us right in the mix. That was good through there. That was really good. Oh no. Wow, the force feedback is killing me. Super strong. We was going to beat it there, but lost the back end into the last corner. The car doesn't feel super planted, like if it was very lively already. We'll give that one another go, and hopefully this time we can get the job done. Here we go. Over the start finish. Up towards turn 1. Accidentally double downshifted there to second gear. Luckily we managed to keep the momentum going. And we actually go fractionally quicker than last lap in the first sector. Up towards a hairpin, not scrubbing off as much speed on entry this time, and we still get the exit, so that's more like it. We'll try and push this braking zone. Turn 4. Oh, better rear locking on the way in there, but good exit. Let's not run wide through here. Still a little bit wide of the apex, but it's better than before. Through this left-hander, we're going to also carry good speed. This is the lap. Just got to keep it tidy now for the last 2 corners, and we're there. Tyres are screaming hot. A little bit early on the turn in there, but we keep it well within track limits. Wow. I mean, my tyres are roasting, but the traction control did not save me there. Now, third time is the charm. I've made a couple of tweaks as well just to go with it, but this time we'll get it over the line. Come on, let's freaking do this. Here we go. Turn 1. This is going to be the one. I promise you, we're going to do it. This is the one. That's what I'm talking about. Nice, tidy turn 1. organised, not overdriving the car. The car does not like to be overdriven, it seems. There we go. Good first sector. Good hairpin at turn 3. Come on, let's keep it moving. I've also kept my tyre temps a little bit cooler to start the lap. Turn 4, leaning on the inside curb, not running wide this time. Now let's not run wide through here. Turning in early. A bit too much inside curb, scrolled off a bit too much speed. Not exactly ideal. Through the next one, we also hit our marks through there. Come on, 2 corners to go. Turned it a bit too early last time, that was good, that was perfect. And now the last corner, watch the traction. And there we go. Finally, over the line we go. And we beat Schumacher's time by 2.5 tenths, give or take, nearly 3 tenths, which I'll take. So now, we'll try and go a little bit quicker and kind of go flat out. I've got my lap, so I can now take that risk and try to put it all together for the ultimate lap. Now, granted, there was a 2-part qualifying. There was Q1, Q2. In Q1, they would qualify with basically minimum fuel. Q2 was with their race fuel. In Q1, they actually did 107s, but we are still technically running the race fuel. Note to self, do not cut too much curb. Turn 2, turn 3. There's time there, but whew, the car is super pointy. Super pointy. Can't do that corner anymore. Oh, okay, first time that's happened as well. This car does not like being driven on the limit. Wow, good last 2 corners, managed to recover some time. But even still, there's quite a bit in there. I reckon a low 108 for sure. That felt pretty good. It was a nice clean lap, which we've struggled to achieve so far. But there is more time in it. I changed my setup for that one to have a bit more stability, and it kind of worked. Bit of time in sector 3. I reckon if I can do like a 0.5, I'll be happy with that. That's the one, that's the lap, that is the one I was looking for. 108.4, we'll take it, thank you very much. So, we beat the pole time, excellent stuff, very happy with that lap. Right, here we go then. Final setup for the lap. You can see I actually dropped the gearbox to 312 top speed, which works really well in a qualifying setting. For the tyres, softs with 14 front pressure, 18 on the rear. Fuel, 83 litres, actually went to 23.9, but you know, 0.1 here or there isn't going to change the final time much. Then electronics, I actually put a bit more traction control on, so level 3, which is actually more than level 4. Aero, 14 front, 16 rear. I tried a few different things, but that was the final value I went for. Aggressive front, camber and toe. Rear, more or less default because we was overheating the rears quite badly. Dampers, irrelevant, no big change. Drivetrain, diff coast 20. Brake bias, I ended up going 54 in the end because I wanted to have the car more on the front for the braking zones. And then finally, the ride height, 2 on the front, 4 on the rear with a few roll bar adjustments and also wheel rates. So yeah, there's your lot. Anyway guys, there we go for today's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Down below you're going to have the mods for the car and of course the track, which is actually I believe default in the Assetto Corsa, but the track skin mod will be linked down there, so go check that out. In the meantime, all my other mods will be down there, all my equipment, everything that I use is all linked down below in the bottom of the description. Timestamps, it's all there, so check it out. Leave a like on the video, subscribe for more. As always, a massive shout out to my channel members for supporting all my content over here, and I'll see you guys in my next one very soon. Check out the 2 videos on screen for more videos like this one, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao.